Hey everyone, my name's Valerie. This is my husband's Dave. We're from Owens Living, and today we kind of want to just talk about our channel and our goals for 2021. So in the past, our channel was mainly like a gardening channel and living a little bit more sustainably and that sort of stuff, but we want it to be a little bit more than that this year.
Yeah, things kind of changed up for us a little bit. For 2021, we would like to get out of debt. We weren't like too terribly in, but we had a couple hiccups along the way, and we kind of wanted to get rid of that soon because we have our second on the way.
Due in 6 weeks, actually.
So recently we started the Dave Ramsey financial piece. A couple family friends of ours suggested that we do it after we got married, and then we finally started taking the classes, and we've learned a lot so far. And we like to share that kind of experience with other people and kind of keep ourselves accountable with moving forward in our debt-free plan by doing this channel.
Yeah, and we know that money is a really touchy subject, especially debt, for people to talk about. So we hope that our motivation will motivate you to become more debt-free and financially stable and just have more financial freedom for your future.
Yeah, and then everybody's path is a little different. Like, we're newlyweds with, second kid on the way, and then it might be different for everybody else, but a lot of the stuff you can transfer to yourself or get some ideas on what you should do.
Yeah. So we're first gonna sort of talk about the debt that we're in and kind of where we are at with paying off that debt. So at the beginning of 2021, we only had our phones. That was our only debt that
excluding mortgage, because
that is very important. So this debt is all of the acquired debt that we have other than our mortgage
and stuff like utilities, like other stuff that's like not living cost.
Yeah, so this is just additional debt other than what you might need on a daily basis or a month-to-month basis. So at the beginning, like I said, at the beginning of 2021, we only had our phones to pay off, and then we were going to be debt-free. But because we have a growing family, we also need a bigger car that will fit 2 car seats. So we went ahead and bought a car. It wasn't a brand new car, but it is a car that we will use until it dies. So hopefully 10 plus years. But that is debt that we acquired. We also obviously have factored in the cost of how much our medical bills will be after baby comes and that sort of thing, and
additional daycare.
Yeah, additional daycare.
Additional insurance.
Yep. And then what happened to us the first week of January, I think.
Well, I guess back up a little bit. So when we first started dating, Val was worried about getting her student loan taken care of, and then she'd been taking care of it pretty aggressively, and then I was just doing the minimum. But I had a couple years ahead of her on it, so then we kind of made it our goal that she was done with hers, and then I tried to get mine taken care of before we got married, and then we kind of just went from there and kept getting more debt down. And so that's kind of how we got into this journey of kind of being addicted to getting rid of debt so we have more money to do other stuff. And then in September of last year, at the end of like the summer, like when it was still hot out, our air conditioning went out. And so we were planning on getting that replaced this year. So we had a mental plan to get that taken care of. So we were kind of planning for that, and then about a month and a half ago, our heater went out too. So we had to get the whole AC and the heater all taken care of, and it was pretty pricey.
Yeah, because you can't have your heat go out in January in Indiana and not do anything about it. So that was a big hit to us that we weren't really expecting.
Yeah, it wasn't like, it was, they're both older systems, and it could have got repaired for a short amount of time, and then it was financially a better idea to get it all taken care of at once. We plan on moving, so it would help out with the value of the house, and then to pay for it, we had to weigh out some options and kind of come up with what we were going to do.
Yeah, so we ended up going with a sort of 10-year payoff plan. The interest rate is really high though, so we want to get it paid off before we sell our house, because ultimately we're going to have to write a check out to them anyway to pay it off, because we're assuming the new owners of this home that we're in now will not want to be doing the month-to-month payments when they move in. They won't want to continue doing what we're doing right now. They just will probably want it all taken care of. Ultimately, our goal will be to be completely debt-free when we move from this home. So we are postponing moving for another year or so until we can pay off all of our debt. The big question is, how much debt are we actually in? So our phones, the car, the HVAC system, and expected medical bills, all of that debt will equate to $34,300, which is a lot of debt. Now, at the beginning of the year, when we just had our car and our phone and medical bills that we had already saved up for, we wanted to become debt-free by the end of 2021. However, because of the HVAC system, we're having to push that back a little bit.
So our goal for 2021 is to knock out $20,000 worth of debt out of the $34,300 that we estimated. And to do that, we've got a couple plans on how we can make some passive income, or just like some side hustles, stuff like that.
So like we mentioned before, we had already expected to be paying for a baby, so we have saved up enough money to cover all those medical bills, my total out of pocket for my insurance for this year. So that should be taken care of. Some other ways that we are going to be saving is by budgeting very strictly. As you guys know, we like to garden, so we're going to be growing our own food, and we'll be sharing some ways to make growing your own food cost effective, because gardening can either be cheap or it can be as expensive as you want it to be. So we will hopefully be doing that and get a good harvest this year so we can save on groceries. We are also going to be switching daycares and finding a cheaper alternative to daycare. My parents also are willing to watch our kids over the summer because they both have the whole entire summer off. And then one other thing that I did was I lowered the amount that I was putting into my 401k to what my company matches, just temporarily. So once that debt is paid off, I will jump back up to the amount that I had been contributing to.
Some of the ways we plan on making some extra money is selling some of our possessions, whether it be stuff we don't use anymore or old vehicles we have. And then we've also started flipping furniture. So where we're at now with the first month of 2021, we sold a third vehicle we had, and then used the profits for that to pay off our cell phones. We got newer phones a couple months ago, so those are obviously a little pricey. And then we also saved up for a good sized down payment for the van we just purchased.
So in total this year, for the month of January, we have paid off $5,000 of debt so far. For now, we are going to be continuing to save for baby, just in case extra expenses come up that we aren't expecting, such as a car seat. We still have to purchase a car seat and another crib. So we're going to be putting our extra money that we are saving by budgeting towards those expenses for now, and then after baby comes, we'll pay off our medical bills and then continue on with our debt snowball to the HVAC system.
Our goal with this channel is to inspire other people to attack debt aggressively, to have fun doing it. Maybe notice where you're spending a lot more money that you don't need to be, and how you can do cheap stuff that's fun.
Yeah,
learn new hobbies,
skills and stuff.
I know.
Yeah. So once again, we do recommend you guys checking out Financial Peace if you are looking to become more financially stable or paying off your debt. And if you guys want, please like this video and subscribe to watch our journey.
See all the crazy stuff we come up with.
Yeah. So we will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.